Welcome to Lit Capital's podcast review. I'm your host, Cavell.
And I'm your host, Jacob.
Now, we've had a very good week this week, but we'll get into the pip count later. First and foremost, the most important thing we do want to send our condolences to is everyone who's been affected by this coronavirus pandemic. And of course, we just advise you guys, if you're taking time to listen to our podcast, just take some time as well to spread love, check out one another, see if people are doing okay, and just generally keep your energies high. Keep your energies high by reading books, downloading new information, surrounding yourself with the right frequencies so that you can have a happy life. A lot of people are unfortunately committing suicide and being bullied, and we're seeing a lot of stuff on social media. But the crux of everything is, if you're surrounding yourself with the right energy, then it doesn't take for you to be a millionaire to be happy.
That's facts. Rest in peace, Pop Smoke, as well. I know we're going off topic, man, but that was some tragic news. 20 years old, man. Sad for the kid, but prayers up to his family and whatnot, man. But Cavell's right. Keep your energies high. Surround yourself with positive people and keep going, man. Let's go.
Real talk. So we're going to kick off just by explaining, if you guys have been paying attention to our Sunday setups, we did mention that the DXY, we was anticipating this to climb a lot higher than it has, and thankfully it has done. So if you guys have followed our setups, you've probably made a lot of money, and we'll kindly take donations to litcapital.co.uk.
But yeah, no, touching on the DXY, man, it's been very, very bullish. But just by us analyzing technically, we've noticed there's some type of manipulation going on with the DXY climbing so high, and gold, Jesus Christ, gone through the roof this week. So you don't normally get the DXY climbing this high and gold climbing to all-time highs. Not all-time highs, but all-time highs this year, actually. Definitely. It's an all-time high for the year so far. So yeah, there's definitely something behind the scenes brewing. So, for those that are following this fundamentally and technically as well, tying the two in between, something's not adding up. And, it'll be interesting to see how going into the next quarter, what's going to unfold for the dollar especially. So definitely keep your eye on that. What's your thoughts on it, Bill?
Well, yeah, just touching on gold, we're actually at a 7-year high. Okay, so since 7 years,
Wow.
we haven't really been this high. And from a technical side of things, I mean, look, if you guys are within our Discord channel, or even if you guys followed us when we had a Telegram channel, we put charts out there. We did anticipate a call at 16.16, and not only that, but if you've learned the institutional concepts, the smart money analysis concepts that we've been teaching, you'll also understand that what we're seeing right now is, weekly, monthly imbalance being filled. And not only that, but liquidity to the upside. With the coronavirus pandemic, the more this evolves, the stronger commodities are going to get. Jacob sent out a really good trade for for oil. I'll let you do the honors on that one, Jay, but I took a nice 5% gain on that. So I'm sure, again, if you guys, took these setups, you're making a lot of percentage gains here, and I'm sure it's enough to go back to your bank and tell them you want all your money.
Listen, that oil trade, my hands are still slippery from that oil trade, you know what I mean? I can't lie, but yeah, definitely, it was a beautiful trade, man. At the end of the day, I find that with oil, it does technically follow structure and stuff like that very well. It's very easy. I don't want to say it's easy to call, but like in terms of like what the structure shows, it tends to hold, because you got to think from an investor's point of view. If you've got millions of dollars to invest in something and oil or gold gets to a certain price, you're not going to hesitate. You're going to buy it. So as it got back to a certain area, coincidentally, I don't think it is coincidentally, but it went off of a whole number. So, that's telling me investors are thinking this is a good enough price for me to start buying oil. And yeah, we were able to capitalize on, it went for 300 pips. So I cashed out at 250, but it actually went to $54. So very happy with that trade this week. For those who caught it in the Discord, you know what I mean, go get some tissues or some towels, go wipe your hands off because them hands are still slippery.
No, real talk. That's I mean, I said it was over 5%. Just to be precise with you guys, we're looking at a 6% gain from another sniper entry. Now, you know, I've never been to the army. Jacob's never been to the army, but we sure do make good snipers. I'll tell you that.
What's
So,
that?
um,
Facts.
looking looking at what gold is doing and oil along with the DXY, we are seeing a lot of manipulation at hand. But you know, again, it's well known. You know, the basics of economics is, you know, when the economies are performing poorly, commodities will do very well. So you know, um, despite a technical analysis showing you, or a technical analysis making you think that, you know, these commodities should be declining, you know, the economic factors are very, very, very vital in this case, and it's the reasons why we're seeing prices rise.
Yeah.
So, you know, moving away from forex, looking at a few stocks to all our stock traders out there. Tesla's making another gain. I've seen something from some analysts; they believe Tesla could go to $6,000 a share.
Yeah.
So, you know, we're really in a time of innovation. Technology's on the rise, and guys, if you're listening to this, you know, you're using modern day technology. So the aim of the game here is to use modern day technology to profit. You know, to profit from the financial markets, because you know Instagram's not paying us, neither is Twitter. But I tell you what, my metaphor trader is.
Mm. Definitely, bro. I agree, man. It's definitely, you know, we're in the modern era of technology, so you got to be capitalizing off these smartphones. Smartphones should be paying you. They got to be paying you. Don't be, you know what I mean, waiting for the latest iPhone, the latest Samsung. They're charging you whatever, you know, 800 to 1,000, whatever it may be, and that's just putting a hole in your pocket. You're supposed to be making money off of that. Do you know what I mean? So definitely utilize what it is you have in front of you. That's what we ended up doing. That's what we're doing. So innovate, man. Definitely here for the technology innovation.
Right. If you're paying 1,000, or you know, if you're paying for your phone, regardless however much it costs, if it's not paying you back, you have a dumb phone. It's not a smartphone. I'm sure you've heard that before. Um, but to go over the weekly pip count, it's been a very gracious week for us. Over a few trades, we've been able to give out 840 pips. So I hope, you know, if you're listening to this, I hope you guys caught those pips. And we just aim to keep providing as many as possible. You know, patience pays, and that's the reason why, if you follow our last podcast, we was exercising the right of patience. And this week, you know, let me be very clear here. Okay, we've given out 840 pips over no more than 5 trades. So it's a clear
Jeez.
example of how being patient pays. You
Yeah,
know,
definitely, bro. I mean, if I was Charlie Sloth right now, I'd be letting them sounds go, bro. I'll be letting them sounds go. But yeah, man. One tip that, you know, we'll give you, and this may not be for everybody, but like meditation, man. If you need to just wait something out, just meditate. I swear to you, man. Just give it like 15 minutes a day.
yep.
Preferably in the morning. It gets harder to do throughout the day, but if you do it in the morning, go and find a quiet spot. Just meditate, man. Focus your thoughts on something, on an outcome you're visualizing. You can visualize it, and just wait, man. And then when it comes, be a sniper. Pull that trigger, man.
Man. I mean, I get a lot of questions. I've had a lot of questions over this week, just asking about, you know, the economical effects and how this can really affect the way of certain countries. So just to answer a few questions we've had recently, the impact of the coronavirus on American businesses is tamed compared to with what's happening in China. Okay, China, there's hundreds of millions of people who are under some kind of quarantine at the moment. So the impact that it's having is affecting everything. We're talking from labor productivity to consumer spending. And this also means that the inflation is surging and home sales are plunging as a result. So, really, guys, it's important to tap into what's going on around the world, because world news can affect a country's currency, and not only their currency, but it can affect their flow of business. So, on that note, you know, we're not going to give up too much nuggets this week. If you have any questions whatsoever, don't hesitate to reach out to us. put the questions in the comment section below. But most importantly, guys, if you've been rocking with us for some time, if you're listening to this podcast right now, go into the description box. We are providing free access to our Discord server, which will provide you with fundamental updates, technical analysis updates, economical reviews, and much, much more. So be sure also to head over to litcapital.co.uk. Some lit merch is coming soon. I've been your host, Vel.
I've been your host, Jacob.
I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. But remember,
every day is money day.
Peace out.